Here's how to add a separate upper body motion to a walking motion of your character. There's a little setup you need to do first. So go up in your animation menu and under the motion settings options, turn the first four settings off. The big constraint key is fine. Don't need to worry about that one. Okay, once you've done that, go ahead and add your motion with a walking in it. I'm going to use this walk and think motion. Now, normally, motions do not have um, the base root moving with them. That's done in iClone, so you can add the second motion in the right place when you're stringing motions together. But like I have this now, and if I select the gizmo, and then I scroll on the timeline, you'll see that because I've disabled all those settings, the character is walking, separate from the root there. And that's what you want because you're going to be using the motion puppet next, and it locks the root in place if you haven't locked it, if it's not already locked. So then we'll go into the motion puppet tool. Okay, and I'm going to add in this cheering as she's walking now. So move this over here a little bit, and on this one you need to use the mask because the walking is controlled by the hips of the character, the movement of the character. When the root isn't moving, it's the next bone up, which is the pelvis. So you want to make the pelvis and legs gray, and so you're only applying that motion to the upper body. And now if we go ahead and press preview and then press the space bar, the character will then be cheering as they're walking along. Now it is important that you let it play out the entire motion at this point because it's recording in real time. So if I stopped it now, it would be an abrupt stop right there. So I'm going to wait until the character is done walking, which I guess is there now. So, I think she was about to turn again. Anyway, that was a pretty long motion. So, but that's how you do it. Now I can close that. This may give you some issue later on because that root is not moving when you go to add another motion. So there is a way around that too, and that is if you save the motion and then turn all those settings back on in the animation menu, and then when you load the motion, it will have the tracking loaded on it as well. So I think I forgot to record that. Let's go back and record it. Okay, so I'm going to do the surprised, and I'm going to unmask those. Okay, get that one too. Alright, this time I'm going to hit record and press my space bar and just sit back and let it record the whole sequence now. It gets even harder if you want to do like separate motions on, several different upper body motions in a row on the same walk. That gets extremely difficult to do, so I'm going to not bother doing that. So alright, so there we go. I'll go ahead and stop my motion now. Okay, so now when you close it and say I then wanted to add another motion, actually let's just go right back in the motion puppet and add another motion there. I'm going to choose a different one. I'm going to now have her stand angry, and I'll go ahead and record that because I already know pretty much what it's going to do, and hit go, and there we go. Alright, so now I have those cheering to angry, and you can go and adjust that curve as well. I mean the transition as well. It's a little bit abrupt there, so come in here and maybe we'll pull that out a little longer and see how it goes. Well, slid backwards a little bit there too. I guess emotions are in different places. They weren't in exactly the same place. But for this one, what we can do is, let's see, she is right leg stays stable. So then we'll just do an align, right leg. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so there we go. I think that's good enough.